Hi, I'm Hazel, reporting live from HRDF 2016 conference, and together with me is Puan Nor from Siemens, representing the HR community over there. Puan, could you just share with us what you think Siemens is doing very uniquely or differently with regards to enhancing employee experience?
Right. I think what we do in Siemens that's unique to me is the Pride program that we have, which is it's a program that employees get together formally in a formal environment with support from the management, of course, and coming out with ideas of what they would like to have in a company that will make them more engaged, will stay with the company longer and make their life at work more interesting and fun
Very
as
good.
well.
So a lot of two-way engagement and a lot of
Correct.
input, so reverse input from employees.
Yes.
Wonderful. So you talked about engagement, and you seem as a company to be performing really well in terms of employee engagement. Could you share a little bit about how engagement and performance could be starkly different? So a company could be very high in engagement, but there would be a question mark with regards to performance. How do you think as Siemens you are ensuring both?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting question. Engagement and performance is probably not a direct formula that says A is equals to B. It could be a synergy kind of environment as well. So in Siemens, how do we measure this? We have the engagement scores, right? And we also have the business performance score. So right now for us, it's looking like it is quite in tandem. But like I said before in the conference, right, there's no absolute measurement that we
Yes.
can do this at this point.
Yeah, it is really difficult to measure. So I think enough of that already, lah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm sure we have our
But
own.
looking at the business performance and our employee engagement score, it is going in tandem, it is going the right direction, the same direction, and not one lower and the other one higher.
Right.
So
right.
that I think speaks for
Okay.
itself.
So I really enjoyed your Q&A earlier, and I thought it was, really well put in terms of your analogy and your examples as well. So there was a question earlier, I think this is a very typical question that comes out of HR. What do you do if a CEO is not a very pro-employee engagement kind of a
Right.
person? What does a HR do to approach that scenario?
Right. I think as a HR, right, you just have to bring the HR topics into the table all the time. Get a slot in the business meeting or in the board meeting to say, I want at least an hour for every meeting to talk on HR topic, and that's how you haunt in. And also have schedule your own meetings with him
Yeah.
on periodic basis. So bring up all the human resource elements or issues into the discussions with you. I think after a while he just either get tired into it or get interested into it.
Yeah, so I guess a lot of it is courage and allocating time for it as well.
And that is something in Siemens that we encourage people to do, to be courageous and speak up, right?
Yeah.
So that's
I'm certainly sure as well. So, I think a lot of the tone right now is with regards to impatience in Gen Y. So impatience has been used in two different angles or sides of a coin, yeah? So on one hand, the world is saying we need speed and agility, but on the other hand, we take it also as impatience. How do you handle that scenario in Siemens, where there's a lot of speed required from Gen Y, but at the same time, it needs to go a little bit slow too?
Right. So Gen Y needs speeds. Actually, we all need to speed up as well, probably, because this is the current world that we're living in. So that's why in our programs, the Pride programs, for example, the Child One Time that we have, brings all these people, because we pick people at random.
Yeah.
So, this is where they tell us what they want, how fast do they want to go, and this is towards the employee and in business as well, right? You always need to run faster than the other company.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
right.
think, it's going to be it's part of our culture.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters so much whether it's Gen Y or Gen whatever it is, because
Yeah.
that's just how we progress in life, right?
Yeah. I think you're spot on, and that's the right mindset to have as well. That it is generationless. It's uniquely similar across all as well. So last question for you: what is Siemens going to look like in terms of employee experience or employee engagement in the next 5 years? So 2020, 2021.
2020, 21, probably to go back to our ingenuity for life, which means innovation, engineering, and doing it in a genuine way as well to help the world, coupled with our digitalization programs, which we think the world, the future will be digitalized, and we've seen companies, or rather what we've projected to see is that you're going to get a lot more benefits from the digitalization, because then you can have all kinds of data. Like even
Yeah.
right now, right, you see things happening very fast. 20 years back, you probably hear about Trump winning, presidency of America.
That's right.
Probably a week or 2 weeks from when it happens. Now it's like instantly, right?
Instant
So
already, yeah.
that's how the world is going, and
That
we
is so
think
true.
Siemens are going to be that. Employers will also be, at that level, because
Yeah.
we're building up the employees at the same time.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Obviously, ahead of times as well. Together with me is Puan Nor from Siemens Malaysia. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.